Hi, everybody. It's Linda. How are you doing? Is this light too bright? Hold on. Yes, if I don't have it on, it's not cool enough. Okay, so how are you doing? I wanted to do a quick video to let you all know what I've been picking up. Today's December 7th. And it's D-Day, which we will never forget. I saw something on the Turner Movie Channel, John Ford flick called December 7th. It was horrible. Anyway, so we pray for all those souls. A lot of them have reincarnated because some of them died pretty tragically. So I wanted to talk about that, and also happy Hanukkah. Today's Hanukkah. So happy Hanukkah. Well, it's a very sad Hanukkah, actually. It's not happy. It's very sad for the Jewish faith right now. I wanted to tell you guys something. It's been on my mind a couple of days, and I just wanted to get it off my chest and let you know what I heard. So I was minding my own beeswax. I wasn't thinking about much, okay? And all of a sudden, I get this hit, and I see Rachel Maddow, Nicole Wallace, and Joy Reid sitting at a table on MSNBC, and it was the electoral night. And I heard Rachel Maddow say, ladies and gentlemen, President Biden has just taken Florida. And they were all sitting there looking at each other. And I remember thinking in the flash, holy cow, Joe Biden took Florida. And it was just, whoa. But even they look shocked, like, whoa, he just took Florida. So in that moment, I knew, oh, the blue's going to win by a landslide. So I just wanted to tell you that. It was just a hit. Sometimes I worry, but it's not like I was thinking of it and that came upon me. It was just like, I'm minding my own beeswax, boom, I get this hit. And those are usually my good hits. So I'm just going to throw it out there. I'm praying it's true. But whoa, if he took Florida. I also wanted to tell you guys, as you know, that judge allowed that woman that has a very sick baby to have an abortion. She's 20 weeks. She went through the system. She did what she was supposed to do. A judge said, go ahead, have the abortion, because the doctors all gave their work. And guess who's in the middle of this, who just said, if any of you doctors do this abortion, I'm going to have you arrested. I'm going to take away your medical license. Okay, so Paxton, the idiot, the one that should have been impeached, but those senators were too chicken, you know what. So he's acting like king for a day, not a medical record behind him. He knows nothing. This is really going to work against Texas. I'm going to tell you right now, there's nothing heroic about what he's doing right now, okay? If this woman dies because of this, or is barren and can't have any more children because of this, I feel, this is what I'm getting, and I'll let you know. Well, you guys will know. I'm feeling like some brave doctor is going to say, go for it. I'm going to do this, and maybe a hospital won't. No, a hospital will back them up. I'm seeing her getting the abortion. Let me ask. Will the woman that's pregnant right now and was okayed by a judge to have an abortion? Yes, she'll get the abortion. So legally, I see a bunch of attorneys jumping in on this, and they're saying, yeah, let them go for it. Let them do it. Let them try to take away your medical license. He's not king. He can't do this. So I'm almost feeling like they'll be able to fight him. He's already up on a bunch of charges. He's ready to go down. So Paxton, this is his last stand. So we'll call this Paxton's last stand. But I see her being able to have an abortion. That's what I see. And I almost see some really brave people in the middle of that saying, let's do this. Let's do this. Can you imagine? He's such an idiot. I forbade you, even though the doctor said it would save your life. I forbade you to get rid of this child that doesn't have a chance in the world of making it. Idiot. Okay, so I wanted to tell you that. Let me just look up quick. Will she actually have an abortion? Yes, she will. She will. Will there be arrests? Yeah, it looks like he's going to try to start something, but I see people backing off like, yeah, you're done. Let's look at the outcome for Paxton before I move on to the next question. What's the outcome for Paxton? What's the outcome for Paxton? What's the outcome for Paxton? In Paxton, what's his future look like? We're not wishing ugly, but what's his future? Okay, the world is judging him. There's a woman that's going to take his place. The world is judging him. He thinks he's all that in a cup of tea. There also could be a judge that's a female that ends up taking him on. God is judging him too. Yeah, he's in some trouble, you guys. He's got judgment and the 5 of Pentacles. He's gotten money of ill gains. That's what I'm hearing. I don't know what he got, but anyway, money of ill gains. Okay, so now I want to talk about Hunter Biden. So the DOJ kind of make an idiot of themselves. They offered Hunter a package, then they took it back. Then what they're trying to do is make themselves look better. Like this is not, how Trump always says it's a 2-tier justice system. So they're going after him for some taxes that he's already paid. And they're not felonies because he already paid them. So it's almost like they're making a show. So let's take a look what's going to happen. It's just one thing after the other. Poor Hunter. Hunter already paid these taxes. But they keep trying to link Hunter with his dad. And they were even saying, oh, he made 1,300 payments times 3. And come to find out it was for a car. I mean, they're just idiots. They're just wasting so much time. Tell me about Hunter. How is he going to fare with all this? They're not going to put him in jail. They can't. They can't. He's going over some difficult waters right now. His dad is really nervous. He doesn't want his son to just say, F it, I'll just go back on drugs, He's really staying close to his son. But these people just want to give him a hard time and a hard time and a hard time. I would say even by next September, this will all be, he's rising above the adversity. And there's healing by next September. Inspiration, job clarity. Here's his dad, because he's always the king of cups, loving him and telling him it's going to be okay. He's going to be okay. But it's a shame, He knows I don't see him physically giving up or even telling his dad, I'm done, I ought to give up. He knows how much his dad loves him. And he knows he couldn't do that to his dad because he already lost Bo and his wife and daughter, and it would be too much. So, oops, the doorbell. Hi there, it's me again, all bleached out. So, Hunter Biden is going to be okay, but I'm so sorry he has to go through all this because they're desperate and they can't pin it on President Biden. They're dying to, but they can't. I also want to tell you guys something, and I want you food for thought. Liz Cheney book sold out in less than a week. Okay. And you're going to tell me she's not popular? You're going to tell me she's a has-been? Who was that did a book and it did nothing? There's several Republicans that did books that did nothing. It was kind of embarrassing. Was it Marjorie Taylor Greene? I think she, and it was a nothing burger. So think about stuff like this before you get all freaked out and, oh God, is Trump going to win? You know, unfortunately, the news media has to make money. And they do want to remind us of what type of nation this would turn into if Trump became president, but he's not. He's all riled up. He thinks he's all that, but he's not. He's just not, and he's in for quite the surprise, especially if that thing comes true where they said Joe Biden took Florida. My God. Okay, so I also wanted to look at the monies for Ukraine. Everybody's showing their you know what. And will we, by the end of this month, because apparently 2 soldiers ran out of bullets and Russia, instead of taking them as prisoners, they shot them. Tell me what I can tell you. Will the United States have the money? I see Biden on the phone talking to other nations. I see him talking to other nations. Can you just get them this much so we can, you know, buy this? Till I sort this out. Somebody says we're a laughing stock with Russia and stuff because, you know, you got these craze, and this is working out just the way Russia likes it. You guys aren't giving money to our enemies. Okay, hold on. Please tell me the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Well, the money's come up. Here's Biden is going to be in the middle of this. Biden's going to tell people enough. They you know, that Johnson, oh, he's going down. I can't wait. Here's the sun. So this means success. So I don't know what he does or how he does it. There's a couple of things brought to the table. I will say yes. I will say they'll figure out something because the karmic star is there. Tell me how it'll happen. 2 different objectives, 2 different energies coming forward. Oh, so they're going to work on something for the border. You know, here's the thing with the border. It doesn't matter what you say. They'll say border, 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 border. And then when you present stuff, they vote it down. They will do anything to work against this president. It's very sad. He knows it too. He thought he could work across the table. He really had high hopes that he could, but it didn't work. He was able to talk to Kevin McCarthy for a bit. But yeah, this president will come up. I don't know what he's going to do, but somebody's going to figure out something. I don't know if I ordered this or someone sent it to me. It's Santa Claus, but there was no like gift. Maybe I ordered it. Santa Claus in the buff. I thought it was funny. I might have ordered it. Okay, so I want you to know it's going to work out, because if it wasn't, it would show different. I see other monies coming in from a different nation. I don't know which nation. He might even talk under the table with another nation and they say, okay, maybe Germany or somebody, that and says, okay, we'll go ahead and give this. Or there could be monies tied up that belong to Russia that they're going to turn over. Something's going to happen. Because even Bernie said no, and he was so pro-Ukraine. And McConnell was pro-Ukraine. All of a sudden, everybody's showing their you-know-what. Like it's their money. It's our money. Okay, so, here's my next question. Who will replace McCarthy? First, I'm going to ask it like this. So, Santos is going to be up in February, and I see a Democrat taking that seat. McCarthy, although this is a pretty red place he's coming from, will a Democrat take McCarthy's seat? Damn, it's saying no. Will there be someone that's a Republican saying yes? Will it be a male? It's saying yes. Will it be a MAGA male? Saying no. So we could have somebody with some brains. Okay, so yeah, McCarthy will be replaced by another Republican. But Santos is going to be replaced by a Democrat. Now, I wanted to also talk to you guys about Trump's delay tactics. Now, you know, he told this judge about the January 6th. He fought something and she said no. I think he said, because I'm king and I get to, she wrote this scathing letter. No, you're not king, and there's only one president at a time. So now he's petitioned another court, a higher court. He'll probably take it all the way to Supreme Court. He's going to lose the whole way. But he wanted her to delay this date coming up in March, but I don't see her delaying it. I see her say, no, we'll go on. If something happens and one of the courts says, yeah, nah, you got to get out of jail pass. But I see her saying no. I see him still having to go to court. So tell me what happens with the January 6th. Oh, everybody's mad at Kevin McCarthy. Sorry, I just got that. They're mad because he walked out. He just walked out. He said, to hell with you. And laughed. Yeah, but they were really treating him like he had the cooties or something. And he was walking around shoving people and stuff. Yeah, he had to go. He had to go. Okay, so tell me about this particular judge. I can see her as clear as day in my mind. Tell me about this judge. Yeah, he's trying to delay. She's focusing. She's moving forward. They'll manage a few little delays, but not the whole enchilada. He's not gonna get away with this. So tell me, you know what? I see September, which is before November, but I'm seeing something with guilty. Will Trump be found guilty before November 3rd? Trump be found guilty in either case before November 3rd. November 3rd. He's running out of money too. He's up a creek without a paddle, you guys. Ooh. Disappointment. He's desperately trying to stay out of. Ooh, here's Biden. I'm going to tell you what, it shows Biden is going to be already up in his numbers before that. He's going to know Biden's going to win. And he's reaching. He's trying to figure out what to do. He'll still be alive then. Dang. So, yeah. You know, he really thinks he's going to be president, and he really thinks he's all that in a cup of tea. But what's going to happen is the numbers are going to start changing. Not that numbers necessarily count, but it's going to get worse and worse and worse. So ooh, he's really going to talk some trash and really show his rear. I see his face beat red. And you know, even that the one that worked for Meadows, what's her name? She was on some show last night. Her book had to be republished because she sold out. So you can't tell me America isn't interesting. America isn't interested. America is interested. And that's good news because Marjorie Taylor Greene sold 9 books. So hello. So don't get all shook up. A lot of you guys know better than to write me with, oh my island. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. I see the Supreme Court. I know he's going to the Supreme Court. Just walking away. Speaking of Supreme Court, I want to ask about that tax thing for billionaires. And I think it's Woods. Isn't that the one that spent all that money? And let's see if is Thomas going to step down? No. Conflict of interest. I'm going to use this. What will the Supreme Court? Will the Supreme Court go in favor of not taxing billionaires? No. I just heard they'll know better. So I think Justice Thomas, Kavanaugh, and the rest, the only ones that are like, yeah, that's not fair that billionaires are getting taxed. The only ones are the ones that made profit from these people. It's going to look really bad. And as it is, the Supreme Court's looking really bad. I don't see them saying yes on that at all. Okay. So I just want you to know that. Listen, that Roe versus Wade was huge. So yeah. Okay. So I think that's all I have for today. Why don't we ask our guides to, you guys be sure to pray for the world, pray for Palestine and for Israel, and pray for the Ukraine, pray for our president that he remains healthy. Is there anything you need to tell me before I close out today? Is there anything you want everybody to know before I close out today? Send love at all times. Be love at all times. I had a client the other day, and I've already talked about this on a couple of shows, and I just want to remind you again, and I'm going to put it in my book too. There was a woman who met somebody that she had been in a relationship for 17 years. It was terrible. So she finally got a divorce, and then she meets this really nice guy, and she's with him for 7 months. And she said he was like everybody loved him. He was salt of the earth. He was a wonderful human being. And then boom, he died in his sleep. Apparently he was full of cancer, didn't even know it or didn't accept it. So she was devastated. Finally, she got, it's like kind of cruel. Why would God give me this and then take it away? So in her sorrow and desperation, she saw an angel. She's seen angels before. She had a really unusual life with some big heartaches. So this angel says to her, why, I think the words were, why are you depressed and crying? Are you depressed and crying because you miss him? And then the energy said, or are you depressed and crying because he's with the living and you're not? Isn't that cool? Because he's with the living and you're not. And that's not to say she's dead, but she stopped living because he died. And so now, when that was said, she kind of woke up. and realize, if I could bottle what they feel over there, it's nothing but joy and happiness, you guys. It's paradise. Yeah, some people have a little tough time because they got to go through what they did to others, but I'm telling you. Okay, so here we go. What do you want these beautiful people to know? What is it that you want them to know? They just said we're always here. Always here. Show love to others. Be loved by others. And they're saying, rest your minds, rest your hearts. Don't overplay in your psychic sense. Rest, breathe. There was like a 7.7 earthquake over by Australia, not in Australia, but right in the ocean outside. And another 6 point something in the Philippines. Don't worry, our dreams will come true. And that's not working one person against another. That's joy right now for this world. So things are coming together, you guys. Respect and gains. Things are coming together, but the evil would love to take us down. I think that Trump is a plant, not necessarily knowing himself. It's almost like he's unconscious, working through this world, trying to destroy it. And he's getting worse. He doesn't understand that pretty soon the fall is going to be desperate. It already is desperate. He loses and loses and loses. But we can't wish for, we just want peace, you guys. And we're almost in January, and then it's 11 months. And as soon as this is over with, whoo, I thought I was happy when 2020 happened. I'll be even happier with this because they keep going on about his numbers and all. No, that's got nothing to do with nothing. Take a look at the facts. Take a look even at Liz Cheney selling more books than anyone. Take a look at the numbers. Liz Cheney on Rachel Maddow beat all the cable news shows. So don't worry. Things are going to be okay. People want to know. People want to know. People aren't into this. They look at him like a clown act, like, yeah, whatever. A lot of people go, listen, if he was around here, I might just go just to watch the show. But I can't stand listening to him, so I couldn't go. Plus, I'd probably say something. Remember that dream I had that he was talking away and I started yelling at him, "You're a nothing burger." And my heart was beating because I thought the Secret Service was going to come running. Okay, you guys. So I love you all. And I hope you have a really good weekend. And we shall talk again. Cheers.